Hey guys, welcome back to Off-Cam Celebs. And today we're counting down our picks for the celebrities who clapped back at talk show hosts. Our countdown includes Zendaya, Nicki Minaj, James Corden, and more. Let's go. Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama is no stranger to Ellen's playful antics after having appeared on her show numerous times, and each time Michelle seems to hold her own. This is most evident in a segment from the Ellen Degeneres show, which followed the pair as they went on a shopping trip to CBS. Between Ellen constantly opening store items and were not paid for, not helping at the self-checkout, and announcing to store goers that Michelle needed cream for a rash, it was only a matter of time before the First Lady jokingly clapped back, not only calling Ellen DeGeneres out for being annoying and acting like a kid, but also shutting down Ellen's request to be featured on American Money.
You know, you're really annoying. It's like taking a 3-year-old to the store. This is a lot of work.
Can you get my face on Money?
No, I can't.
Why not?
We don't do that.
Why not?
We don't do that. You have to have done something grand, like Harriet Tubman.
I make...
Christie. When Christie appeared on tonight's show starring Jimmy Fallon in 2015, he and Fallon shared stories from the summer vacations of Wolfboro, New Hampshire. While the interview started out on the right foot, things quickly turned sour when the Fallon seemingly made a jab at Christie's weight, and after then New Jersey governor mentioned going out for ice cream. After Fallon was made a comment which mentioned how excited Christie must have been from frozen yogurt. Christie took a bow for walking off the stage, while he didn't end up coming back to finish the interview. He quipped that,
"If I ever leave public life, you're gonna have to hire 2 writers just to replace the garbage you say about me." It's unbelievable.
What are you talking about? I just want to make sure.
He's like, "Okay, let's go for ice cream." All right. So we get off the boat, and he turns to me and he goes,
First of all, you weren't like, all right. You were like, yeah! Good night, everybody. Hey, come on.
Lil Kim. Wendy Williams and Lil Kim are no strangers to controversial and confrontational interactions with fellow celebrities. Things were no different when they got into a feud with each other following comments made by Williams on her show. Williams' remarks were not made in response to Lil Kim's accusations that news outlets had photoshopped images of her. Not only did Williams disagree that the images were photoshopped, but she also went on to poke fun and rapper for her plastic surgery, going as far as to say that she should...
Don't blame photoshopping, blame your plastic surgeon, girl.
Obviously, this was not well received by the rapper, who took a Twitter to clap back at Williams by referencing her alleged hookup with the notorious B.I.G. Mark Ruffalo and Susan Sarandon. After Ellen found herself in controversy after she appeared to the chummies with former President George W. Bush at a football game, she defended herself on her show and saying,
Here's the thing. I'm friends with George Bush. In fact, I'm friends with a lot of people who don't share the same beliefs that I have. We're all different, and I think that we've forgotten that that's okay, that we're all different.
However, Ellen's response further at the backlash online, including some of her fellow celebrities. Notably, Mark Ruffalo made a post on Twitter stating that kindness could only be discussed once George W. Bush is brought to justice for the crimes of Iraq War. While actress Susan Sarandon shared a quote from an Out magazine article that criticized Ellen for her response. James Corden.
Like, oh man, somebody needs to say something about this. If only there was someone with a platform who knew what it was actually like to be overweight. And then I realized, that'll be me.
Bill Maher isn't known for being the most politically correct of talk show hosts, which can sometimes get him into trouble. Maher found in controversy after he suggested,
"Fat shaming doesn't need to end. It needs to make a comeback."
One of his biggest critics was fellow talk show host James Corden, who clapped back at Maher on a show stating that
His fat shaming never went anywhere.
while also pointing out the detrimental effects it can have on people's mental health. while James spent most of the segment rebutting Bill's arguments and poking fun of the controversial host. He also made sure to teasingly joke about his own weight struggle while suggesting that Mar had to take a more productive approach to the problem. Little Mix. When releasing the video for their new song Stripped, Little Mix featured themselves and other women of all body shapes and sizes into little to no clothing in an effort to promote body positivity. This doesn't go over well with the Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan, who claimed that if men did this, they'd be arrested and that nudity was just a ploy to sell records.
Come in, all of you, bit of girl power, and come and swear to my face and explain to me why you stripping your clothes off. It's not about selling records, but it's actually about something.
When the comments were brought up to the girls in an interview, band member Jessie called him, to which Morgan responded with demands that the group apologizes to him directly. While the group never ended up going to GMB, they included a clip of Morgan's demands in the intro to a song during the LM5 tour. Nicki Minaj. Wendy Williams is known for spilling all the tea even if it gets her into controversy. This was no different when the host commented on Nicki Minaj's marriage to Kenneth Petty, while including details of his criminal past.
Nicki Minaj's husband's name is Kenny Petty, and he's a registered sex offender.
After seeing Williams' comments, Minaj called Wendy out in a separate radio interview for her hypocrisy, claiming that Williams has rappers on her show that talk about shooting and killing and that Petty had to pay his debt to society.
Do you mention Gucci Man's body every time you mention him? Or when you discussing his wife, do you mention his man down, his charge?
She also brought up to Wendy's now new ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, who had an affair that resulted in his mistress having a baby, saying that the money Williams makes from being, quote, vicious paid for his mistress's shopping sprees, hotel, and medical bills.
It's not about you doing your job. There are people who report the news and there are people who do it with an evil intent in their heart, viciousness. And I pray for you because I know you're hurting and I know you must be sick and humiliated.
Anne Hathaway. When Anne Hathaway appeared on today's show to promote Les Miserables, the interview took an odd turn as later disgraced host Matt Lauer got weirdly invasive.
Anne Hathaway, good morning. Nice to see you.
Morning, Matt.
Seen a lot of you lately.
Sorry about that.
You were.
I'd be happy to stay home, but the film.
Let's just get it out of the way. You had a little wardrobe malfunction.
Lauer started off the interview in an extremely inappropriate fashion by saying that he'd seen a coat of her a lot lately, referring to an incident where paparazzi took a photograph at an angle where you could see under Hathaway's dresses. Lauer then went to ask what she had learned from the incident, placing the blame on not the photographers who had invaded Hathaway's privacy, but instead on the actress herself. While Lauer continued to push the invasive line of questioning Hathaway's shutdown with incredible decency and grace.
Well, it was obviously an unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
I think it kind of made me sad on two accounts. One was that I was very sad that we live in an age when someone takes a picture of another person in a vulnerable moment and rather than delete it and do the decent thing, sells it.
Zendaya.
I want to say to Zendaya and anyone else out there that I have heard that I am so sincerely sorry. This really has been a learning experience for me. I've learned a lot today. And this incident has taught me to be a lot more aware of cliches and stereotypes.
While East Fashion Police provide a platform for fashion commentators to discuss the stylistic choices celebrities make on red carpet, the commentary went too far when host Juliana Rancic had some less than inappropriate things about actress Zendaya. At 2015 Academy Awards, Zendaya showed up with her hair styled in dreadlocks, a choice that didn't go over well with Rancic, who said the style made her feel like Zendaya.
She smells like patchouli oil. Or weed. Yeah, maybe weed.
Not only did Rancic's comments spark outrage with viewers and online, but Zendaya took the Instagram to clap back at the host, stating that, quote, certain remarks cannot go unchecked, while calling the comments, quote, outrageously offensive and quite a large stereotype.
the right way to respond to something like that, while making it something positive, making it something that would educate people.
Dakota Johnson. When Dakota Johnson appeared on Ellen, things turned awkward very fast as the longtime host questioned Johnson for not inviting her to her 30th birthday party.
You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited.
Despite Ellen's protestations, the actress insisted she had indeed invited her and had never actually gotten a reason as to why Ellen didn't attend. It wasn't until after Ellen's producer stepped in and informed the host that she had been invited and that Ellen gave in choosing to change the subject to Dakota's favorite comedian. Spoiler alert, is not Ellen. This isn't the first time Dakota Johnson has clapped back at a talk show host. She also hilariously called Jimmy Fallon out for talking over her during an appearance on tonight's show. Which celebrity do you guys had the best clap back? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon!